Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
This little guy's Popeye. We are the RC Sailors. Today we're going to do a little drone video inside for you. But our living room is a little bit like crazy right now. Not a little bit, a lot.
Yeah.
We're getting
not
ready.
Even the worst of it.
It's not. This is tidy. We have the whole. We're painting. Baby Ima is on the way, and we have painted her room. And we're probably going to get new carpet in there for her because we think it's the original 40-year-old carpet.
And we thought we were going to do outside videos today, but it's raining.
Yeah.
So plan B.
Plan B. We thought we
you
would
guys
just
are a mess.
Update. There's not like we even took the curtains off the walls, so the sound echoes like crazy in here right now. Anyway, we're gonna fly for you a little drone called the FQ777. That's the brand, believe it or not. FQ17W. The Q threw me off for a second. I had a little brain fart. We'll have a link in the description box below. It should be under $40. It's completely ready to fly, and it's been a long time since we've done anything that is micro, indoor, flyable, and that's what we're going to do. And this space just seems like a lot of fun.
You can see where we've stopped painting. It's white. That's the new paint. That's the old paint.
Yeah, we have a lot of work ahead of us. So, a couple things before we fly this. I'm going to show you guys everything that comes in the box. We'll fly it and have some fun, but a couple things. First thing, for all of you patrons, thank you very much for all of your support. We have a video that we're planning to do soon with you guys, but we've held off because the inside space is kind of crazy right now. So, we were thinking about doing a video very soon for you guys of the giveaway stuff that we're going to do, so be sure to stay tuned over there.
Yeah.
Just keep you guys in the loop.
Yeah, we have 6 things to give away over there.
Yes, it's going to be fun. Popeye's playing with his toy. And I thought this would be fun. Recently, one of you guys commented. I can't remember who it was, but you were nice about it. You said something like, "Hey Nate, I thought those of us that couldn't grow mustaches just don't grow mustaches." I love you, man. Good job flying. Something like that. I think I left a comment. It's on there somewhere recently. When we see those comments about my ability or lack of ability to grow facial hair, we laugh. It's so funny. Sometimes people are really mean about it. Most of the time you're pretty nice about it.
I laugh every time,
Abby
even
laughs
at the mean ones.
I try. That's just how it goes. So here's what we're gonna do. If this video has, if you like just the mustache, we're just talking just the mustache. If you like it, give the video a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. If the up outweighs the down, I keep it for a while.
Till I say to shave it.
If there's more down than up,
gosh, give us down.
the next video it should be gone.
I want as many thumbs down as possible.
Let's hear what you have to say. I don't care if this video has a ton of dislikes. I don't care. You guys have the power. Thumbs down, I shave. Thumbs up, it stays.
Let us know how you voted in the comments.
Yeah, and then tell us, like, this is why I hate your mustache. This is why you should keep so let us know. Let's get to the drone. I'm excited. Popeye's excited. He's even got his toy in the mix. Now this little guy does come with a little bag that you can put the drone in. It does fit in that, just a little felt bag. Kind of fun, so you don't lose the battery out of it and damage stuff while you're traveling. Little instruction manual that does a pretty good job. Someone also recently asked, and bad about the names, I'm sorry. A few of you have been asking, Nate, you don't really talk about the instructions like you used to. Well, it seems like nowadays they basically get the job done. As long as, for me, as long as there's one page in here that shows what the instructions are on the transmitter,
controls,
I'm happy. Yeah. I don't need the rest of the stuff. Otherwise, this would be junk, okay? So the instructions are horrible, but there's a picture that tells you what the buttons do. Comes with this little page. It actually unfolds. It's like a pamphlet, but this has your QR code in it. Some people message me saying, what's the name of the app called on the drone I got? Just scan the QR code in your instructions, especially for this guy. Sometimes you guys might buy a drone from an eBay seller and you saved $5, and good job for saving $5. But that drone didn't come with the original box or the original instructions. So there's a reason we link what we link when we do. Now, the drone itself and everything in here, it's a nice little compact indoor / front yard backyard flyer. This is the drone. Just a little hockey puck looking thing with some little bumps on it. But when you unfold the arms,
we've had something like this
very
before.
similar, yeah. FQ777 makes pretty similar stuff. You just unfold these and it turns into a decent sized little drone. And the props even fold too. It's a similar folding design to something like you would see on a Mavic or a Spark. Obviously not from that company, but that's what it resembles. They both fold in the middle, but the middle also spins. Now, you could have these folded up like this when you take off, and centrifugal force will throw those open and it'll be able to fly, so you don't have to unfold those. The drone looks pretty cool. We have a power button on top. It is a Wi-Fi FPV drone, so we have a tiny camera in here. It's probably not going to be great quality, especially for the price. Bear that in mind. And then on the bottom of the drone, a battery hatch. Here's a 300 milliamp single cell LiPo battery with a very common connector, and the charger is just a USB dongle. You have to plug this into the USB, and it took about a half hour for mine to charge, so I'd say always under an hour. The transmitter looks really nice. I do like this. You have the ability to plug in your Wi-Fi phone mount here, or just snap that on to cover that up. We have multiple buttons on the top shoulders. It takes 3 AAA batteries to fly. And then they have a D-pad design down here, a directional pad, like what you see on an Xbox controller or a PlayStation 4 controller, a D-pad to do your trims instead of the little circle buttons. So that's kind of interesting. Here's how the phone mount clips on. It's very easy. I just took that plastic panel off. That snaps on. And let's test it with Abby's phone, because we like a bigger phone with a bigger case on it. iPhone 6s Plus with an OtterBox case, and we only say that for a size reference so you guys know. And it doesn't fit, so that does not fit. That's a huge thumbs down for us, because most drones on the market now, they have the chip clip mount, which we love, and really back up, but this doesn't work. So I think it needs a completely, you just have to hold it. So this just comes off. Last but not least, we have a little bag with Phillips screwdriver and 4 spare baby props. Really 2 props, but it's 4 halves. So that's everything in the box. Let's fly it.
Get this in the air.
See how it does.
The question is, where is the drone in all this chaos?
Yeah, do you see it?
I think Popeye kind of gives it away.
He was like talking to it. He was like,
yeah. This is the chaos. Like nothing's pushed against the seal or the walls, and there's patches that I'm working on. I haven't started over there. It's crazy.
Okay. Popeye's ready.
I think the people that used to live in this house just took like hammers and beat the wall.
I did. So there's one button to start and stop the motors after it's bound. Okay. I love that. D-pad left on the left side. Popeye's gonna bark. We'll turn it down for a hair while he calms down.
Can't even get to it.
No.
All right,
okay.
Popeye.
I think he's.
All right, Popeye. That's enough.
Okay. I think he's okay. He's excited. We haven't flown a drone. He'll bark a little bit. That's all right. We haven't flown a drone inside in a long time. It's actually quite loud in this room, especially because we don't have anything on the walls. Everything's moved out. Everything's echoing off the walls now a lot. So it sounds a little loud, louder than it usually would. Plus we have Popeye going crazy. I did not mention to you, I forgot at the beginning of the video because we were talking about my mustache and other things, that this has altitude hold. So right now I'm flying this just using the right stick. I'm not touching anything else. It is completely doing the rest on its own.
Turn it around so the camera's not just filming a white wall.
Like us?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
there we go.
Controls are a little opposite, but that's okay. It seems
like the camera is kind of zoomed in a little bit.
It is, that's what it looks like, very much cropped in.
But it's a pretty good quality.
It is.
There's not a lot of latency on it.
No, it's a very usable signal, and the quality is actually pretty good. I look down and I see us and I think, okay, that looks good.
Yeah, and it's saving directly to my phone.
And that's nice. Yeah. That's what we like. Okay, that's awesome. The top right shoulder is flips and speed. It does both. It has 2 buttons. So on the top right, we can press the right side of that, and we should be able to do a flip. Whoa, that was close to the ceiling. And then the left side of that right shoulder is rates. So I heard 2 beeps faintly, which means higher rate, which is very crazy. Oh, sorry, TV.
Oh, TV.
I just scratched it a hair.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I think I just dusted it.
You always scratch the TV.
Slightly dust. And there's.
This one was our good TV.
Well, it was. I just knocked a little dust off of it. That's all.
Oh my gosh!
It has 2 rates.
And this is the guy that if my finger gets close to a TV monitor or computer monitor or any monitor at all, he's like, "Don't touch my monitor!" And he just scratches them with a drone. Like, it's all right, no big deal. Fingerprint versus scratch. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it's so fun to pick on you.
It really is, isn't it?
Such an easy
the whole world just, has their fun.
You let them.
It's okay. It's okay. If people are having a good time, and really it's only at my expense, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
We love you. Everybody loves you.
Yeah. So much love. Well, the drone's flying really well. Kind of surprised. I didn't expect it to do this well. You got to keep in mind it is a brushed motored drone with gear-driven props. Those motors are sitting on their side in the arms, and you have gears transferring that to the prop shaft and then the prop itself. So you got to keep that in mind. That's one reason why it's a little bit louder too. It's not a direct driven motor, but in order to have it fold the way it does and work, they had to do that with the motors sitting on their side. It's not the first time I've seen that, and this one, it's working really well.
So I was just thinking, like, when I was looking at this, it looks like orientation would be kind of hard.
A little, yeah.
But they actually put the red lights in the back, and so that helps a lot. What
it does.
They do with the red lights in the back, because it's like tail lights on a car.
For a toy grade drone, that's fine. On a real hobby grade drone, or a professional level drone, you want the red lights in the front. And the reason they do that, some of you may not know, is because red light interferes with camera and has less lens flare and glare off of cameras and sensors than other colors of the spectrum. So that's why they put the red lights on the front closest to the camera. You have less interference. Usually at night is when that comes into play, or late evening. Another thing to point out, we recently did a night drone video. It was just a drone with a lot of lights on it. We did 2 of them, you remember? In one video.
They were really good.
They were amazing. Some people said, guys, you're breaking a lot of rules there flying at night. But what they didn't realize...
The camera settings.
Yes, it was actually late evening with a lot of light out. But Abby, do it in here. Turn the camera, make it look like it's dark in here.
Okay. Oh, whoops, now I made it really bright.
Oops.
There.
Okay, now it's nighttime. We're flying at night.
Like, just camera settings, guys.
So we were not flying at night. We do not ever encourage anyone to ever do that. Through the FAA and AMA rules and regulations.
Yep.
Not that I agree with it or anything. I'm not taking a stance. I'm just telling you that's the rule. You should follow it.
Yep, maintaining clear line of sight.
Yeah. So there's a view outside of our house. Everyone's been seeing that a lot. This is a long flight time too for a 300.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
300 milliamp hour battery. It's a pretty good flight time. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised by this. I'm happy. I like having a good product to show you guys. It's really nice. So we did rates, we did flips. It does have headless mode. I'm not going to test that in here because I don't feel like I have enough space to truly test that. Then we have a return to home, but since we're only 20 feet away from us, we don't really need to return to home.
Oh no, the drone's going to fly away!
Yeah. Now the camera function, we do have an indicator on the phone that it's saving, like it's counting down the time.
Should we take a picture?
Sure, if you can do that and film, yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right.
And film again. All right.
It's
hopefully we got some video footage on my main camera with that.
Great little drone, great. I like this. Oh, I see blinking lights. That's probably a low battery. If you want to stop filming for me.
Well, it was a short film.
Yeah.
Now, we'll try to walk through there and catch that without killing.
I'm auto landing over there.
Where are you?
Battery's too
yeah,
low
you
behind the
landed way
couch.
over there.
There's Popeye.
There's
He
Popeye.
looks good on it. There you have it, the FQ777 FQ17W. It's linked in the description box below. Names are hard on these things. They're a dime a dozen for little drones, and especially toy grade drones, but they're not a dime a dozen to have one where everything works and works well.
I was impressed with the live feed. Hopefully the quality of the save footage matches the live feed.
The live feed was really good. That was like something you'd see on maybe $150 Wi-Fi with brushless motors type of ready to fly drone. That was
Very
really
impressive.
nice. We're seeing some improvements in the toy grade quality here, which is really cool. If you're in the market, now I'm not saying this is one of those groundbreaking drones that the whole channel needs to run out and buy, okay? Those are very few and far in between. I am saying that if you're in the market for a toy grade drone that you can fly inside and take out in the front yard and backyard on a calm day during the day, this is great. You'll do very well, especially if you want one that you can fold the arms up. You can put it in a little felt bag to protect it while you're, maybe it's in your backpack and you're driving to families or something. Or you can just pop this in your pocket. But see how the props, they kind of unfold as it twists around? You may not want that in your pocket. You might break a prop. But this fits in the pocket very well. It's a very compact size. Now the only issue is if you're flying...
Almost up by the window now. He's so sad.
He likes to sit up here and look out the window.
He's the guard dog.
Yeah. Lots of some of the males here and all that good stuff. I think you can fly this from your phone. So if you happen to have your phone with you...
Oh yeah, you can fly it from your phone.
And your keys in your pocket, this could go in your pocket. But if you're like me and don't really like to fly from your phone, then you've got this really nice transmitter, which I kind of undersold in the video. We were so distracted by... Yes, mustache? No mustache.
And whoever wants to come help us paint, we have to do this whole room. We have to do the dining room, and see all those flowers on the wall? They're like glued on the wall, so yeah, that's fun. Then Nathan said he wanted to do the kitchen, and I say I want to do out there. So,
any volunteers?
Who wants to come help us paint?
Please.
We will pay in pizza and soda pop.
The transmitter was great on the drone. The altitude hold worked really well. It wasn't locked in rock solid. I had to make small adjustments as I was flying. But overall, this is a really good drone. I really can't say too many bad things about it. It doesn't have a GPS. It doesn't have brushless motors. But you know what? It's under $40. And so you really can't complain about that type of thing. All the functions that are advertised that I tried worked really well. The only things that I didn't try were things that I didn't feel comfortable doing in this space right now. And I don't really encourage you guys to do headless mode, return to home, unless you really need it or you're just kind of curious to see how does that function work. Because on these toy grade drones, they basically all work about the same. We have a video actually how headless mode works. If you type on YouTube, how does headless mode work? Or CF mode, what is headless mode? It's the first video to come up. So if you're new to RC drones at all and you're really curious how headless mode works, look that video up. It does a pretty good job in explaining it. I think it's a win. We'll have a link in the description box below if you want to check it out. To our patrons, remember, well, first and foremost, thank you. You guys really do fuel the channel, and sometimes you help us with what we're able to do at our house as well. But most of what you do helps us fuel the channel and keep that going.
And Nathan, I just saw a nail you missed.
Yeah.
Up there. Okay, I want to show you this. See those 3 huge holes on the right, plus a little tiny hole? Those were anchors that they, Nathan pulled out of the wall. But they were just anchors. They weren't even holding our pink curtains up. Those 2 right there beside it were. So it's just chaos. And then there's like 20 little holes like randomly in the wall. Like where the hooks are. Where the hooks are, that's where I had stuff hanging. But all the other holes, not where I had stuff.
This is for the vlog channel.
We'll
save this, the rest of it, we'll save for the vlog channel. If you guys don't know, one last thing, we do have a vlog channel.
Yeah, it's only like 15, 20 weeks behind, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. It'll be linked in the description box below too. We actually have a lot of stuff linked down there if you guys want to check it out. But first and foremost will be the drone if you want to pick it up. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye! I just found another nail.